Okay, I'm rolling, recording right quick. I'm not gonna be very long, but I'm up here. You know what's great about having a recording studio in your home? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's the day after Veterans Day, and I'm a veteran. Served over 20 something years in the United States Army. But anyhow, so I'm making a video right quick because I want to talk about my cousin's book. This is my second cousin, and she got started in business way before. She was in the business, and she got started in business way before I did. And my only downfall or downside is I wish we had the technology to get in touch with get in touch with people, because I really didn't know how to get in touch with my cousin for the longest time, because now with the internet, it's really pretty easy to get in touch with people with the internet. But back in the old days, you had to, whatever case. And being that my family was living in Ohio, and my other cousins, they lived in either Colorado or California. They were so far across the country, and we just didn't, whatever the case. And my family would come and visit my family only during the Christmas time and whatever the case. But we were kind of estranged, so I never got a chance to really interact with my cousin like I wish. I knew my cousin was a singer, because my mom used to tell me. Yeah, your cousin, and so I was so I finally was able to get in touch with my cousin, because of Facebook and you got LinkedIn and all these different an organizations. So I was able to get in touch with my cousin. After so many years, I finally got in touch with my cousin, and of course, immediately when I told her, hey, this is your cousin, blah 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 blah, but immediately, your mom, blah 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 blah, she immediately like, oh yes, because we hadn't talked. And how I knew this is, I'll tell you what really motivated me to get in touch with my cousin. I was watching they got this thing called the funk. They had this thing called the Dayton Funk Show, of all the different funk artists that came out of Dayton, Ohio, and they would have other groups on there, but a lot of the interviews and it was on YouTube. And one day I saw my cousin on there, and I'm like, the minute they said the name Don Silva, I knew, because I know my cousin's name. I knew that was my cousin. So I went out there, and so I went, of course, found her, got the number, called her, contact her, and she reached that out, and so now we talk from time to time. So she recently put out a book, and the book came out probably about a couple years ago, and it's talking about basically, this book came out. It's called The Funk Queen by Don Silva. And so because it's just because it's family, I didn't ask for the book to be free. Of course, hey cousin, how much this book costs? Tell me what it costs. I paid for it. And because she knew who I am, of course she signed the book and all that. So I'm here to talk about a little bit about this book, because I read this book, and she revealed some stuff I didn't know about what was, from her perspective of her experience in the music industry. So I read the book, and I was like, wow. I didn't know my cousin had went through all this. So I said, I'm going to promote this book on if you want to get the book, it's called The Funk Queen, Don Silva. And it's her autobiography. And so I bought the book, and of course I showed my mom and all that. And what I like about it, one of the first things I liked about it, is she starts with the Taylor family, and in chapter 1, Taylor family, and this right here, these pictures is my great grandmother and my great grandfather. Of course, he passed away in 1990, and she passed away in I think 75, 76. I was 6 years old when she passed away. And then he passed away probably about 14 years later, in 1990. I had just went in the army. I went in the army in 89. So that's my great grandfather, Willie Taylor. So she talks a little bit about the Taylor family and all that. And so she puts it in the book. But most of this is about her life experience in the music industry. And I used to, when my aunt passed away, my aunt used to say, yeah, your cousin sing and all that. I never got a chance to, because, but anyhow, I'll tell you a little bit about my cousin. My cousin Don used to sing with Sly and the Family Stone. She also sung with Parliament Funkadelic. And she also sung with the Gap Band. So that's all I'm going to reveal. But if you look for the book and check out the book, it's a pretty thick book. But when you get the book, it's not, of course, she wrote Mark, and of course Don, and then of course she signed Mark. Hey, she right here. Hey, Mark, dear cousin. In my book, it's going to say dear cousin. Now, if you get the book, it's not going to say this. But this is, that's what she lets you know. Of course, my name is Mark. Everybody knows my name. I call my channel Mark's Music Color You're From. My name is Mark. Well, she wrote Mark, dear cousin, I hope you enjoy the book, blah, blah. She wrote all this, because, this is my cousin. So I want you get a chance, and she'll show you some pictures of a lot of the artists that she got to meet and talk to. So it's a lot of pictures in here. Her on the road and her singing, that's my cousin right there. We got a good looking family, don't we? But anyhow, that's my cousin Don. So I want to talk about her book. If you get a chance to get her book, the Funk Queen Don Silva. She used to be with this group called the Brides of Funkenstein. Well, she's technically still with this group called the Brides of Funkenstein. But it talks about a lot of experience. So this is the book. And yeah, just want you to see that. It's called the Funk Queen of Don Silva. You can Google it. You can find it. I hope she's still making the book, because the book is really, really successful, from my understanding. I think it's let me see here. Don Silva. You can Google her. She'll pop up. Let me see. Don Silva. Yep. Don Silva. Pops up right there. She's got some YouTube interviews. I saw the interview. It was really good. She's done some about the new book and all that. I watched that on YouTube. So now I kind of revealed it out the bag. Yeah, that's my cousin. That's my second cousin. So check out Don. Yeah, I think it's the Funk Queen. Yeah. So if you look up Don the Funk Queen, this is where you can get the book. Yep. So check out, if you ever know about the Brides of Funkenstein, and you know about that group, you can YouTube the Brides of Funkenstein. Yeah, Don, that's my cousin. So check out the book. Hey, Don, if you see this video, yeah, I'm helping promote your book. I told her I was gonna help. I told her I was gonna help promote her book. So on my channel. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great one.